welcome to Ventilating Pages, guys. It is a tremendous pleasure to speak with both about Bloodtruth, this new album, this new upcoming album, Execration, and more things related to the metal world in general. So we started by asking, how are you doing today, and how is the band during the last recent years? Because the previous album it was released like 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were so occupied because of our personal lives, also because of our works. And we also, all of us have different projects. We're involved all of Bloodtruth in different projects. About me, I was in Necrocy and in Sudden Death. And so we had to put Bloodtruth so in pause the entire project. But just 3 or 4 years ago, we started working again on the new songs, and we finished like 2 years ago. 2 years ago, we finished all the song about songwriting, and the years after, we recorded all the songs, vocals, drums, guitars, bass, and this.
Okay. So, and well, obviously the next question will be around these 7 years. So why the band delayed 7 years to release a new record?
Bye, Steph.
Yeah. We took a lot of time to do it. Yeah, you are right. And that's why, because a lot of job for me, a lot of work to do, and about my life. That's why. And we work together as well with Riccardo, the bass player, and to write down all the songs. Okay, so we need a lot of time. It's a very difficult album to play, and it was very hard to write it. And I really don't know. Luis, can you help me about?
Yes.
Maybe about the
the
motivation.
Another problem we had is that we changed plans so much, because at first we planned to release Execration, but the songs from the Walls of Oblivion were part of the album. So the original plan was to record new songs and to record again the songs from Walls of Oblivion. Those 3 songs were extracts from the previous album Martyrium, a release song. But over time we changed the plan, so we just decided to record an entire new stuff with new songs.
And a lot of job with the other projects. That's true. Luis told it before, and I work a lot with Vomit Do So, my other band, and about writing new songs and about recording and some live. So the Bloodtruth project was too hard for me. So I had no time to tour with them. They had a lot of tours, a lot of live shows, and I've got my family, so I can do it. I can did it. So they prefer we prefer to add another guitar player.
Alessio Strano.
Alessio Strano, yeah, and we worked with him for live. So that's why. A very
Stefano
long story.
Is also father of 3 beautiful children. So he had a lot of work to do also in his own.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I understand completely about this one. 7 years for this release. So now, well, there is a thing that I saw many when I remember when I hear for the first time Bloodtruth, and remember the first album, Obedience. Amazing album, by the way. Then there's releasing the Martyrium, and now this new album. But in each step, you just try to do like something more technical stuff in it. But in some people think that you play something like some kind of technical, brutal, I don't know, a lot of mixtures there. But for me, you continue to say that you are you are continuing to say that you are brutal death metal band with the fierce weight like Suffocation, Internal Bleeding, etc., etc., and more bands for the 90s. So, do you consider that the music from Bloodtruth is a brutal technical death metal? But for me, it's like to say brutal, brutal, not brutal technical.
Yes,
Or you
for us,
are.
tech brutal, definitely.
Yeah, same for me. I think it's brutal, but yeah, near to sometimes to Suffocation, but more it's technical. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you open a tab from the last albums, but also from Martyrium, you can understand why we call it technical, because our songs are not linear. They are constantly tempo changing, you know. And also the metric of vocals, also the drum parts, everything is in constant changing. It's never the same.
Okay,
any riff,
okay.
any pattern is too different. Too different.
Oh, okay, I understand. So, well, in this kind of situation, another thing that captured my attention for Bloodtruth, it is the thematic of the lyrics, especially because since the beginning, the band is like leaned down to anti-religion, occultism, especially the first album, Obsidians has a like occultism cover art. Then Martyrium and this new execration, I saw that someone is burning in a cross. So it could be just completely anti-religion or occultism topic. And perhaps in some ways that there is some touch for satanic stuff. Who knows? We don't know exactly about the lyrics because every people has the interpretation of the lyrics. And this
Of
one.
course.
So, and for this, why do you decide to lean down for these topics, for the anti-religion, for occultism? So one brings you the attention for this matter that other matters for that the brutal death metal has, like the disvisceration, disavow, something like that.
Yeah, and one thing that unite us all of Bloodtruth, the previous members, the former members, but also the actual members, is great anti-religion and atheism. But in Italy, we have Vatican, and especially Perugia has a lot of a lot of story regarding the church, priests, and Inquisition. So at start, we just Bloodtruth before my entrance in the band, just focus on topics like Giordano Bruno, like characters of Italian history that were killed by the church, but as you said, in a way that so related to occultism, that was so no direct. About me, I joined the band in the 2016, yeah, and I preferred a more direct approach. So how can I explain that? Like the thing that I like is to be very. The descriptions of turtles were so explicit. Yeah, this is the word, explicit.
Explicit. Oh, okay.
This is what I like. Yeah.
And in the previous version with Luigi, we tried we started to working on lyric chants, okay, medieval chants, sorry, and that's because it's a typical chant from our places. That's why. Then with Luis, we changed a lot of the lyrics in a different direction.
Okay, I understand. So now this is your third record on your career. So since you started the band in 2009, but in 2011 or something like that, And then now, how do you see the old progress that the band had since the beginning to now? How many things changed about the composition? Perhaps something changed during the times because you get better as a musician when you record new albums.
Can I explain it?
Yep, don't worry.
Okay,
So
okay.
how
You have
many
to know,
things changed?
yeah, a lot, because you have to know that the band was born as a part of Fresh God Apocalypse band. And it was something we didn't expect to write down an album and to have tours, to take part to tours. And it was a very small objects. Okay, no, we didn't think that too much. And after that, we had families, we did tour, we had tours, so it was it's so different from the beginning.
Yes.
Luis, can you add more?
Yeah, also relating to the lineup, because the band started to be a bit more active, very active with the first lineup, the second lineup, sorry, when the members of Fresh God Apocalypse left the band. So Luigi Valenti vocals, Stefano Rosicciucci guitars, Giacomo Torti drums, and Riccardo Rogari bass. Then Bloodtruth added to the lineup Stefano Clementini, the guitar player that participated in the recordings of Martyrium and the Walls of Oblivion, and also the guitar player that did the most part of the tour live shows, you know. And then I joined the band to a substitute of Luigi Valenti to be the new frontman, official frontman. And then before Execration, Stefano Clementini left the band, and we had to add Francesco Caponera, as you can see in the new lineup. So we had a lot of changes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's talk more about the promotion for this new Execration. So what kind of promotion do you have for this Execration? Perhaps you release more videos, perhaps you will embark some tours, or perhaps who knows, perhaps you already working in a third album new album, sorry, and a fourth album for Bloodtruth, because the difference is 7 years for the previous one. Perhaps you're already working a new one. Who knows? What kind of plans do you have for Bloodtruth and this Execration?
Yeah, this is a very different question. So I think that we will try to organize as many gigs as we can. But yes, for us, because the Bloodtruth for now is for the most of its parts a studio project for now. So I think that if we will have the possibility, we will start to organize the songwriting for a fourth album.
Okay.
Because of the same question, because we have all involved in other projects. Personally, I am very active with Sudden Death right now, and Giacomo is very active with Hour of Penance, Stefano with Vomit the Soul, you know. So it's very difficult for now to make Bloodtruth the main project for us.
Okay, yeah. I understand. Okay, so please proceed.
Stefano, vuoi aggiungere qualcosa?
No, it's the same. No, anything. You told everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Great. So now, one thing that captured my attention, a lot of things now, is that the music or the stream music has a lot of technicality and a lot of cleanness in all the aspects, drums, guitar, vocals, and general the music. You can see now that the music nowadays is like so perfect nowadays. It's not like the 80s or 90s or the beginnings of 2000s when we find some bad records with bad sounds, not great musicians, but now everything plays perfect, everything sounds amazing. There is no bad records nowadays. So now how do you see this work? And especially since, for example, since Suffocation brings this stuff a lot of technicality beyond of Morbid Angel, and Suffocation brings this aspect of a lot of technicality into the death metal. A lot, a lot. I remember when I was there, when I hear for the first time, for example, Morbid Angel, it was so technical, but then when appears Suffocation, more technical. That's or Cryptopsy. That's at that moment that's huge, a beast with the technicality into death metal. So now, thanks to the death metal, all records in all subgenres of the metals sound so perfect, so clean. What do you think about this topic of the now we don't have bad records and all records sounds amazing, great musicians, etc.
Yeah, it's a very different question too, because all depends from the person every time, every fucking time. Because personally, I like to work with very professional sound engineers like Stefano Morabito of 16 Cellar Studio. He's very professional, as we say in Italy, very cagacazzi. That means that if you're doing something bad during recordings, you have to repeat it a lot of time. So as of Bloodtruth, we like to interiorize that weight of thinking. All must be perfect, like recordings, like the sound too. And another thing that we don't like is when the sound is too much fake, too much elaborated. We also like the way of Stefano try to make the album sounds very natural,
True.
as more natural as possible.
Yeah. And I think there are a lot of new album that works well. I've listened to Revocation last album, and I know what you said. It's too ascetic about the sound, right? But it has got a lot of energy, and
The
it
sound is
works
very
for
good.
me. Yeah,
I
it
like very
works for
much
me.
Revocation.
Also the sound too, not the songwriting alone. Okay, but I think the sound works too, and I have to say I don't like the Rings of Saturn sound.
Me too.
Okay, too
Also,
ascetic.
the sound from Lorna Shore,
Lorna Shore too. Yeah,
Slaughter to Prevail. This kind of sound too much elaborated.
Luis,
It's
we
not
can
the
do
same.
it.
Yeah,
Luis, we can do it to high volume because it's our label, X label, okay, Unique Leader Records.
Unique
Yeah,
Leader.
guys. They prefer to have this bands. So
this kind of bands, yeah.
Yeah, it was a joke.
We prefer a way of sound more authentic, more natural.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
More old school sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Other topic that in the joke that Stefano said about the Nuke Leader. Well, Nuke Leader started with a brutal as a brutal death metal label. Now, there is a more slam, and now more like more slam deathcore. I don't know, a different kind of approach, And this one, and also I saw that the third album from Bloodtruth is with all this label in Poland, like Self-Made Godtruth Records. So in this one, how it was the enter to Self-Made Gods Records after you released the first two albums with Unique Lead Records, and what you decide to change the label.
In truth, we didn't decide to change. We just had a contract for 2 albums. So when the contract just finished, we found ourselves without a label, actually. So in fact, the previous EP, the Words of Oblivion, was released with Blood Blast distribution, but it is not at all a label. It is just a online distribution, you know. So for the third album, we just have to search some labels that was aligned with the kind of our music, and we found Self-Made God from Poland.
Yeah, I'm working with Unique Leader Records with Vomit the Soul band, and I have to say, as you said, the new sound is too different, too distant from Bloodtruth. I have to say that. So it's great that Self-Made God Records decided to have us. It's a very cool label.
Yeah, and also as I was saying, because the person now in at the top of Unique Leader are different. Before, this is my opinion. Before you had Eric Lindman from come si chiamava la band, Stefano?
Deeds of Flesh.
Deeds of Flesh, yes. And he was very involved in death metal music. But in my opinion, the person at the top of Unique Leader right now are more into deathcore, slam music. They
That's
have
true.
just nothing to do with death metal. Just different tastes.
Maybe, yeah. With a brutal death metal. With a different type of metal, yeah, it's true.
Okay. I understand. Other topic, well, that captured my attention, and I remember that you spoke with Enrico from Hideous Divinity and previously with all our planets at that in the beginning. So now he told me that the sound of the, or like the responsible of the sound for the brutal death metal in Italy is Stefano Moravito, a man that created a lot of bands with Hideous Divinity, Flesh God Apocalypse, Our Penance. Your last album is recorded and mastered there. So, and this one, do you think that is now with all this bunch of bands appears at the beginning of 2000, we can say that the brutal death metal in Italy has a personal sound thanks to Stefano Moravito?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
In my opinion, he's the best one. He likes
He's
the
still the
music,
best one.
he know its work, and it is just his passion. So he's 100 the best one for me.
I think so, yeah. He's still the best one from 20 or 25 years. I met him, I think, 30 years ago, and we met the first time near my town, and we started a very good relationship, a very good friendship. And I think he's a very professional guy, the best one in Italy.
Okay. So, well, other topic, we are very close to this interview, guys. Other topic is about, in general, for the brutal death metal stuff. You can see that the brutal death metal has is very close, it's very a niche subgenre of the metal. It's not like massive thing. It's not like the heavy metal or thrash metal, or even the common death metal is not massive. So how do you, in this kind of situation, try to sound fresh in a style that is very niche for some people? It's not for everyone, that the brutal death metal.
Questo è difficile. Yeah, about me, in my opinion, regarding me, the songwriting, and I told Cat's vocalist, but with my other band, I also write music, for example. So about me, it just think about the emotions. It depends in that period and writing those songs how I feel. So I just don't care much about to be fresh, you know. I just try my best to give listeners the best results ever for those who are my best capacities, you know.
About me, about my songwriting, I can say that I'm not able to play a different style of music and to create songs with a different style of music. Maybe something like thrash, something near, but not from a different, not pop. I tried in the years. I'm too near to 50 years old, so in the past. I tried to play and to record some different music from, I can say disco or something different, really different, but it's not in my course. So I have to work with death metal still. Again, here. So no other style of music.
Okay, I understand, guys. And one of the last questions from this interview, guys. Well, you mentioned Luis and Stefano that plays in another bands. There you plays and I saw that Luis played in Sudden Death. You play with Vomit Soul, Instinct Gate, Stefano, and more bands. So, and now when you create a sound, for example, Stefano and obviously Luis, how do you avoid, for example, to say this? I'm just singing like the in the record for Bloodtruth, or Stefano, I'm just playing like in a record from Vomit the Soul.
Oh, usually I start to listen some bands like the band I have to work with. So maybe with Bloodtruth, I start listening to more technical death metal. So my mind can work near this genre. Okay, so riffs will born naturally. Okay, and so I change my list the music I listen to. That's
About me,
how can work.
for me, death metal is like everyday life. I wake up and I listen to extreme metal, death metal, most of all. Before I go to sleep, I listen to death metal. So it's like that this kind of music is just too much interiorized for me. So it is normal to just be like, okay, I have to record a song today. So I just open Cubase, turn on the microphone and just start singing. You know, I have the song ready, the material, and it's just normal. Just start recording and go.
Great. Well, guys, thank you very much for this interview. It was a tremendous pleasure to have you both in one of the with Metallerium. This new record is amazing one. Congratulations on this one. And perhaps you want to add something, perhaps for your Latin American fans and obviously Metallerium followers.
Ah, sì, vogliamo dire qualcosa.
Luis.
Yeah, and I want to thank all my bandmates that are not present today during this interview from Bloodtruth. Also, Stefano Clementini, that became father in these days. He is a very friend of us. So, hello, Stefano. And my girlfriend, my family, and the bandmate from my other bands. And I hope really to tour in Peru, in Mexico, Dominican Republic, all the Central and South America, because it's also part of my origins. I am for an half from Dominican Republic, so it is a dream for me to go in Latin America, to tour there, you know. So let's hope it will happen as soon as possible.
I need to come in these countries because I never be there. So maybe in the future, who knows? Thank you so much. Thank you. Really
Thank
great.
You, man.
Thank you for your kind of words about the album, about us. Thank you. Thank you again.